In a move that has sparked intense debate, FCC Chairman Brendan Carr has issued a stern warning to ABC over a controversial comment made by Jimmy Kimmel regarding the suspect in the assassination of Charlie Kirk. This latest development highlights Carr's ongoing scrutiny of traditional broadcast networks, despite the FCC's stated limitations on regulating programming content. But here's where it gets controversial. Carr's actions raise questions about the line between accountability and censorship in media. During his Monday night monologue, Kimmel addressed the tragic killing of Charlie Kirk, stating, "Over the weekend, we saw new lows as the MAGA crowd scrambled to distance themselves from the suspect, Tyler Robinson, despite clear evidence of his political leanings. They're doing everything they can to spin this into a political win." Kimmel's remarks came after authorities charged Robinson, 22, with Kirk's murder, alongside other charges. Utah County Attorney Jeffrey Gray revealed that Robinson's mother described her son as having become more politically active, leaning left, and advocating for LGBTQ+ rights. When confronted by his father, Robinson reportedly justified his actions by saying, "There's too much evil, and Charlie Kirk spreads too much hate." In the aftermath of Robinson's arrest, social media erupted with speculation about his motives. One unfounded theory claimed he was part of the alt-right, despite his conservative upbringing and reported tensions with his father over his progressive views. On Benny Johnson's podcast, Carr slammed Kimmel's comments as some of the most reprehensible behavior imaginable, hinting at potential FCC intervention. "There are avenues for action," Carr cautioned. "But I must tread carefully, as I could be seen as judging these claims." He added, "Networks can either address this issue themselves, starting with Kimmel, or face further scrutiny from the FCC. ABC and the Walt Disney Company have yet to respond to requests for comment." Carr defended his stance by emphasizing broadcasters' obligation to serve the public interest, a standard he aims to reinvigorate. He argued, "Broadcasters operate under a unique license granted by the FCC, which comes with a responsibility to the public." However, this interpretation has faced pushback, particularly from Ana Gomez, the FCC's sole Democratic commissioner. Gomez criticized Carr's approach on X, stating, "A single act of violence by a disturbed individual should never justify broad censorship. This administration is increasingly weaponizing government power to silence lawful speech, not because it's illegal, but because it challenges those in power. We must resist any attempt to stifle dissent or erode individual liberty." And this is the part most people miss. The FCC's own website explicitly states its limited authority, citing the Communications Act, which prohibits the agency from censoring broadcast content or interfering with free speech. The FCC asserts, "The public interest is best served by allowing free expression of views, encouraging counterspeech rather than suppression." While broadcasters face restrictions on indecency, obscenity, and news distortion, the FCC typically acts only after receiving complaints. Groups like the Center for American Rights have filed numerous complaints, including one against CBS News for its editing of a Kamala Harris interview. As part of a merger approval, Skydance agreed to hire an ombudsman to address such concerns. Ari Cohn, lead counsel for tech policy at the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression, warned, "The FCC has no authority to police late-night hosts, and the First Amendment protects Americans' right to speculate on current events, even if those speculations are later proven wrong. Turning the FCC into an arbiter of truth would cast a chilling effect on free speech." Is Carr's warning a necessary check on media accountability? Or does it overstep into dangerous territory for free expression? Share your thoughts in the comments. This debate is far from over.